Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Today's been kind of a lazy day for me. I've mostly just kind of been lazy, sitting around doing not much of anything, just chilling. Just chilling, which means it is a perfect time to start playing some Master Duel and just chill out for a bit. Going to relax on the ladder with some classic Fiendsmith. Had my brief stint with Hentai. I still need to do a bunch of synchro summons for the synchro event. I'll do that with one of the loner decks and use that to also finish off whatever the remaining missions they give us are when the second half of that starts up. But for now, I'm going to take a break from all of that and just play one of my favorite decks, which is Fiendsmith. No idea what the ladder climb is going to be like, but very excited to play Fiendsmith again instead of being forced into synchro nonsense. This list might have to go through a couple changes. I'm not 100% sure. Do I still have Lars, or did I go ahead and dismantle that? Yeah, I dismantled it. Okay. That's fine. I basically never used it. I was wondering if I got rid of it, or if I held on to it for whatever reason. I do still have Crazy Beast, though, right? Yeah, I got Crazy Beast. Let me swap out Zeus for Crazy Beast. Yeah, I feel like this might be a little bit more useful. Ads are starting up pretty soon. My plans for some swaps, if needed, probably going to swap out the Called By and the talents for either Mulcharmies or Lancias. Maybe swap out the Veilers for some Drolls, I don't know. But those were the ones that I plan to swap out first. If I feel like any swaps need to happen. Ads are just about done. Now we can get started. Make sure that's saved. Alrighty, ads are done. Let's play some Fiendsmith. Been a while since I played a normal game on the ladder. I fully expect to be running into a whole buttload of Ryzeal and Malice. This is not a good hand for going second. It's a good hand for going first. Not so much for going second. Pot. Okay, so this guy's probably playing... Oh, wait, no, that's the other pot. That's Extravagance, not Desire. In that case, I'm not sure what he's playing. Maybe he's playing Labyrinth, as the sleeves would indicate? He is playing Labyrinth. Oh boy. That's annoying. There's Big Welcome, which he can activate. Then he can put those back in his hand. Well, one of those goes back into his hand. This one comes out to the field. Let's not allow that. I can tell you right now, coming up against the Labyrinth deck, the one thing I'm going to miss more than anything else from Tempai, the amount of back row removal that deck plays. Yeah. Yeah, I do kind of want to go for the Ether Barrel. Ooh, and I drew a Baldric. Cool. This will be useful later. Oh, okay. I'm actually cool with that. I still got Engraver, I still got Lordly Load. This is still my draw phase, by the way. Just putting that out there. My turn hasn't actually started yet. Now, the shitty part about this is I can't do what I initially planned to do. But I should still be able to do some neat stuff here. So now Lurie is back in my deck, which means Tract will work the way I would like it to work. The sad part is my Drill Beam isn't live. What I was initially planning on doing was just playing the Lordly Load, keeping the Ether Barrel in my hand, and Lordly Load would add Drill Beam to my hand instead of setting it on the field. And because I have Ether Barrel in my hand, Drill Beam is live. Ooh, you popped that a little too soon, buddy. You popped that way too soon, my guy. Now that can go bye-bye. And now I can use this. Because they may be face down, but you can still make a fusion monster with face down cards. Lurie, you can go ahead and go back in the deck. This guy back. Give this to him. Oh, and since this guy was summoned last turn, I can flip him face up. And now I just win. Yeah, you pulled the trigger just a little too soon on that Dharma Cannon. If you had just waited until after I used Tract, that would have actually been a really good play and would have stopped me cold. One more spell card and one more normal summon, and dailies are wiped out. And yeah, there's the Synchro Cup. I still gotta do, what, 23? Yeah, 23 more summon. I only got 3 days for this, actually. I should probably do that tomorrow morning. Just hop on with one of the loner decks and do everything I absolutely can to Synchro Summon and not really care about the duel result. But anyway, spell card, normal summon. I can only assume he thought that I wasn't able to use Tract for whatever reason, or wasn't willing to use Tract. I'm not sure why. I don't know, maybe he just forgot that I had it. No, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna pass. Like, joke's on you, dude. I didn't really have much of anything. The only thing I could do there was normal summon Lurie and then end on Requiem, which would have been helpful, but only would have given me access to Fiendsmith and Paradise, which is not really that much of a useful play. Rise-Eel Cross, okay. Do you have Ash Blossom? He does indeed have Ash Blossom. Damn it. Let's Veiler this. Do you have an extender? You do not have an extender. Okay, there's the effect veiler. I'll hang on to my Druid's Worm. And do I want to go into Fiendsmith here? Yeah, I kind of do. I could have done more damage if I had gone into Fiendsmith sooner, but eh. Oh yeah, he's just gonna scoop. It was either go into Fiendsmith to end on Caesar with a Druid's Worm for backup, or go into Seals and have one fewer interruption. And I felt like going into Fiendsmith for Seals would have been the better option there. If I had gone full Fiendsmith combo, then I could have ended on Desiree. Because that would have been another option, which would have been to go into Desiree. Which also would have been helpful, but wouldn't have stopped a lot of special summoning. I feel like Caesar would have been the better option there. Okay, that's pretty solid. I have answers for Fua and Maxi. And also Ash. Let's go into Fiendsmith first. Okay, so he's got something, I just don't know what. Meowls? Somebody is unironically running Meowls? Like, really? Troll and Lock. Okay, now that one I can understand why somebody's running that. But Meowls? That one's just weird. He's got an imperm. Let's see if I can make him use it. Oh, he's letting it go through. Okay. It's gotta be an imperm, right? If it is, this is gonna suck a little bit. Because this would be where he'd want to use it. He's not using it, which means that if it is an imperm, he's hoping that I'll keep going until I get to sequence. I mean, joke's on him, I don't typically go into sequence. In a situation like this. In a situation like this, I go Caesar. Oh, it's a Bestial. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. Annoying, but tolerable. Am I winning? Jury is still out. I've got a fair bit of interruption available and some card draw, but I don't know if winning is what I would say here. I'm in a decent spot. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go Chaos Angel here, honestly. Because if I go Chaos Angel, no, can't go IP. I don't have IP in this deck. And I can't go SP because I don't want to go SP. I can't remove it from play. I used Lordly Load. If I were to summon Chaos Angel, then it would still be good because it would get both of the effects of unaffected by monster effects and can't be destroyed by battle. Those two would still work. I wouldn't get the on-summon banish, but it would still be a 3,500 body that he couldn't deal with very easily. But I think I'm just going to keep this for now. No, I can't. I used Lordly Load. Lordly Load makes it so that I can't use the effects of special summon monsters. It wasn't a bad move, it was the correct move because that's how I got Dippity on the field, and Dippity is how I'm going to activate Drill Beam. I had to activate Lordly Load. Why would I play Dippity? Because it's a light fiend, so it works with my Fiendsmith cards. That is actually very annoying. Let's see. Do I want to negate this? Yeah, this is actually worth negating. This is actually worth negating. Because if he special summons, because this is going to get me Fiendsmith in Paradise in the graveyard, so if he special summons something, I can get rid of it. His Druid's Worm will still be a problem, but I will have other ways of dealing with it. Branded Regained. Interesting. And I trigger Lacrima. He's got another Bestial, but it doesn't matter. You gonna give it back to me because of from Branded Regained? You are gonna give it back to me. Normal summon Meowls. So far, the only thing he's removed from my grave is a Fiendsmith Engraver, and I can get that back. Oh, this is a mirror match. Cool. He's gonna get rid of my Necroquip. Probably. Which is actually fine, because I'm going to get rid of his Moon. I'm playing Fiendsmith. He's also playing Fiendsmith. Shit, I miscounted. Thought I had an extra Fiend Engrave. I didn't. That's not good. But I can probably still win this. Let's see. I triggered that too early. I needed to wait until he actually started killing my dudes. That would have been a good play if... that would have been a game-winning play if I had an extra Fiend in the grave. Oh, he's going Chaos Angel. Okay, cool. He's gonna banish my Lacrima, I assume? No, he's banishing my Ether Barrel. Also a good move. And this gets both the effects, right? Yeah, it does. And then it doesn't matter which one he banishes here. I can still win this, but that misplay, that earlier misplay sucked. I miscounted my fiends. Oh, hello, Nibiru. You would have been useful last turn. I believe I just lose here. Yes, I do. Yep, GG, dude. I miscounted the fiends in my graveyard. If I had waited until he had started doing his stuff, more of his stuff, then I would have been able to get rid of his shit and would have been in a better spot. You were telling me to chill about something completely different. You didn't even actually see the misplay because ads were that I'm talking about because ads were playing. Okay. Let's see if he's got the hand trap. He does. But he doesn't use it. No, that's a greedy play. Max C. Okay, so he was waiting for me to commit. Unaware that I just have Ash Blossom. Not the strongest play, but only thing I really had available. I mean, I could have normal summoned Lacrima, but... Ooh. Want to banish this right away? No, I'll let it go through. I got 3 interruptions for him. Mace. No bone party for you. Now, do you have Memento Fusion? Because that would be your next interruption. He was trying to use Bone Party so that this would dodge the Imperm. Now, depending on what all he's got in his hand, he can still play through all of this. Oh, shit. Droplet? You're burning a droplet on Magnamut of all things? Really? What did he send? He sent Memento, HUD Plan, Mace. Okay. Probably because he wants to activate Memento Fusion with this, and he now needs an extra Memento in the grave in order to use it. That's probably the actual reason why he did that. Unless he's a really wild character and is running, Comes Dark. Oh, is he super polying? Is he gonna use super poly for this? I am so confused as to what this guy's plan is. Because, like, I've got three possibilities in my head. One is Memento Fusion, and that's why that's the actual reason why he used Droplet, was so he could get an extra Memento monster in the graveyard to use it. Super Poly, okay, it was the second option that I was going to go with, was Super Poly so he can wipe away my board. Next, yeah. Opponent special summons, you negate the summon, you destroy that monster. It controls a monster counter. Okay. How do I want to do this? I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce that either. I just call it Predaplant. I just refer to it as Predaplant. Okay, how do I want to play this? It's only when I special summon from the extra deck. So we send this to the grave. Special summon. Now he gets to activate that to negate the summon and destroy it. He's not negating it and destroying it. Okay. Well, fine, then I'll just send it to the graveyard. Bye. Turn that to the deck. Bring this out. Go into sequence. Sequence into Desiree. Missy, stop it. She's scratching at one of my walls for some reason. Put these two into Agnum Day. No, I do not want to trigger Fiendsmith. Desiree. I want to keep all of them in my grave so that I can do this. And we're gonna equip this guy. Gonna go into battle. Boop. He gets to live with 200 HP. And then for the vibes, I'll bring back Hippity. And then I end my turn. So whatever he drew one fresh card. Whatever else he has in his hand is dead because it was useless last turn. And him playing that face down is not going to save him because Agnum Day gives Desiree piercing. And that finishes off my dailies. Yay! What if it was a Maneater bug? Wouldn't have mattered. Desiree's effect would have negated. And even if I didn't, even if for whatever reason I couldn't use Desiree's effect, it wouldn't have done anything to Desiree because Desiree can't be targeted. If it could, then it would have delayed his destruction by another turn, but it wouldn't have saved him. Because yeah, this guy is an Omni-Negate. I can negate the effects of a number of face-up cards up to the total Link rating of Link monsters equipped to this card. I had Agnum Day, which is a Link 3, and Sequence, which is a Link 2 equipped to him, so I could have negated up to 5 face-up cards on the field. And even if I couldn't negate the Maneater bug for whatever reason, Fiendsmith Sequence makes it so that any card that it's equipped to, it cannot be targeted. So, yeah, your opponent cannot target the equipped monster with card effects. I do say Tenpai is bad. This is a mid-range control deck. Tenpai is a go second OTK deck. Tenpai is worse. So much worse. Okay. Double Veiler, double Imperm, and a Druid's Worm. This is okay. I mean, I would rather this were a, Oh, I'm playing against Malice. This is gonna be annoying. Nope. I probably should have used Imperm first. Okay. He gets a free banish. He banishes Chessy Cat. So Dormouse and Chessy Cat are done with their effects. What about second Veiler? Now, he still hasn't used his normal summon. White Rabbit. Here, have an Imperm. He's summoning a Bestial. Okay, go ahead. I don't mind. Decoder, sure. Go ahead and get rid of his Link Decoder. Now, unfortunately, he kind of screwed up. He banished, he linked off one of the Malice cards that he hadn't banished and brought back yet, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't think he did. Yeah, he linked off March Hare. He's going into White Binder. And unfortunately, this turns off. Unfortunately, Druid's Worm turns off my Imperm, so at this point, I can't do anything more to interrupt him. But I didn't want to take the risk that he was going to go into a into an Appaloosa which I feel like would have been more difficult to play around. Druid's Worm gives me some options. A Dotscaper. Now that's a issue because he can use that to get rid of my Druid's Worm. Tempest Terahertz. Okay, so he's got a Spell Trap Negate. And then I assume he's going to use this to trigger MTP. No, he's passing. Okay. I probably lose this. He's also going to draw into a Druid's Worm. Yeah, there it is. I probably lose this, but let's find out. Okay. And he's probably going to negate this with his thing in the grave. Yep, there it is. The Save Worm. Which is going to send it to the graveyard. At least I think it does, because it negates the activation, right? Yeah. Negates the activation, so I can't do anything there. I can get rid of his Terahertz and go Fiendsmith. Packbit. He's running Packbit. Yeah, that's it. GG. Some people run Packbit when they use Terahertz, some don't. So I wasn't sure if he was going to be running that as well. But he was. Okay, this is kind of shitty for going second, but it's okay for going first. It's a shame I'm not going first. What am I playing against? I'm playing against Ryzeal. Neat. Star Ryzeal. Flame Banshee. Okay. This is one of those cases where I really, really wish I had Nibiru in my hand, because Nibiru absolutely crushes the combo line he's doing. He's gonna get Star. Especially if I have Imperm in hand. Nice. And then he's going to go into Duo Drive, and this is where I'm going to stop him. Unless he's got a cross out. Oh, he doesn't have a cross out. Okay. Now, he could still summon... Yeah, he's still got his normal summon for Ice. Which will allow him... So he's still going to be able to go into Detonator. And he's still got a Monster Negate with Cross. So I will still have to play around that. He's also going to have a Monster Negate with Aggregator. Oh, hello, Ash Blossom. You would have been super helpful last turn. Let's see if I can... Oh, he's got an Ash Blossom. Fun. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and detach and destroy that. He's not gonna... Or is he gonna negate it with Ryzeal Cross? I'm mostly... Dude, what the fuck? Why would you do it that way? That's just weird. And Max C? Wow. My guy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and let the Max C go through. Simply because... the only thing I have is Tracked, and Tracked is not going to do anything with Ryzeal Cross, because all that's going to happen with Tracked is I draw Lurie, discard it, it triggers, it summons to the field, it triggers to summon itself to the field. Oh, there's the cross-out designator that I thought he had before. Now, this is just a case of I didn't draw the out. Because if I had drawn Nibiru there, he would not have gotten anywhere close to this kind of a board. It's keeping one on each. Interesting. And there's Plasma Hole, so now he's got 2 extra pops and a material attach for his detonator. I don't think he can kill me this turn. He probably can. Yeah, he can totally kill me this turn. Yeah, he just needs to... No, because he still has a normal summon, has he? Yeah, he hasn't. Okay, yeah. GG, dude. Yeah, that was a case of I didn't draw the out. I had nowhere near enough interruption to stop that. And nowhere near enough to play around what he put up. The only way I would have been able to play around that would have been... Let me think. No, that wouldn't have worked either. Because the only other thing that I could have done there is I could have held on to Imperm until my turn and tried to use it on his detonator at the start. But that wouldn't have worked because one of the cards that he would have drawn with the Ryzeal Cross that he would have been able to activate would have absolutely been, shit, what's the name of it? Plugin. Which would have allowed him to pop his own... Oh, he's got Ash Blossom and or... Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, cool. Which would have allowed him to use Detonator's effect to pop itself to dodge the Imperm, and then follow up with Plugin to revive the Detonator and reattach materials. Or are you just going to end your turn here? You are just going to end your turn here. Okay. So he probably knows that this is an active drill beam. Purely because you never search for drill beam off of Lordly Load unless you have something that can trigger drill beam. He's got something to respond with. I don't know what, though. Space Heart, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. What have you got face down? Watch it be something like a, Called By or an Imperm. Yep, Imperm. I'll show him the roar. Because I don't want him to know about the Ether Barrel yet. Just in case he's got some other monster negate that he can use. Called By. Nope, Memento Fusion. Guardian Chimera. It's gonna let him pop monsters on my side of the field. If I remember right. Spell card effect, you can draw cards, each number of cards use material, and destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards use this material from the field, yeah. Okay. So he's gonna pop both of these. Oh no, he's only popping the Engraver? Okay. That works out fine for me. Do I want to go into Agnum Day here? Yeah, I kind of do. Let's go all the way into Agnum Day here. And I will trigger this. Get rid of his Chimera. Go battle. Attack. Make quick effect. Bring back Desiree. Desiree attacks. Main phase 2. Bring out Dippity. Drill Beam is now alive. Set Imperm. And end my turn. So I've got a Monster Negate, and 2 on-field Omni Negates. Unfortunately, Fiendsmith can be targeted now. Because the whole cannot be targeted bit comes from Fiendsmith's sequence being equipped to it. Okay. Okay, he gets to add a card to his hand. He's adding Bone Party. I feel like this is bait, but it is still scary. One elemental monster from your deck with a different name, either add to your hand or special summon in defense position. I think this is the one I want to negate. Typhon? Typhon. Yeah, he's just gonna bounce back my Desiree. Oh, hello, Engraver. Now I don't even have to use Primite Roar. So yeah, that whole Fiendsmith combo that I did before, I'm about to do it all over again, bro. Oh, hello there, Missy. And he's just gonna scoop. Okay. I do not blame you for scooping. I wouldn't want to sit through the whole thing again either. Especially when you know where it ends. Okay, Nibiru is my only trap here, hand trap here. And apparently it doesn't matter. I guess he didn't draw any. I guess he just bricked hard as fuck. I don't know. Okay, solid hand, solid hand. I'm wondering if this guy's got Max C or Fua or something. Okay, he definitely doesn't have Max C, because he would have absolutely added it there, used it there. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this preemptively, just in case he has something like a Bestial. I don't know what he has that's activatable. I know it's not a Bestial. I'm thinking it's a Veiler or an Imperm. Okay, if you've got a Nibiru, then this would be the time for you to activate it. Yep, Nibiru. Yeah, he has to use it there. Okay, sir, what are you playing? You've got... Oh, you're playing Branded. Well, that can go away. That's why his field kept lighting up. He has a Lancia in his hand. Which unfortunately means that my my drill beam is not nearly as dangerous as it would otherwise be. I suppose I could try and force it out of him right here by just drill beaming his nib. I gotta show him my Primary Roar, but you gonna Lancia that? If he does Lancia, oh my god, he is using Lancia. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. I could go into sequence. And honestly, I think I will. Because I know he's got nothing in his hand. Shit. That was a misplay by me. I shouldn't have done that. I used Lordly Load, I shouldn't have done that. Yep, there's Super Poly. Okay, he's getting rid of both of those. Bringing out Garura. It's fine. So the only thing I care about is whatever he's got in his hand. Which is Branded Fusion, which I am absolutely negating. Goodbye, Branded Fusion. Oh, hello, Fiendsmith Engraver. I was just trying to decide which one I was going to send back. It was going to be Sequence, by the way. And he's like, nope, he just noped out. Once again, I do not blame him. I would be okay with this hand going first. I am not at all okay with this hand going second. This is just awful. Especially since he's starting off with extra Iziel. Here's hoping he bricked hard as fuck and this is his only play. He did not brick hard as fuck. Once again, if I had Nibiru in my hand, I would destroy this board. Because that's his 5th summon. Right there. That Ice Ryzeal, that's his 5th summon. So I could nib right here, wipe out his entire board. Nobody respects Nib. Like, I've more than likely lost this. Just for the record, I have I'm like 98% sure that I've lost this. But it's it's just like that game before, where if I had Nib, his turn would have been over before he even got to Duo Drive. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing where I'm the only one that's just hyper concerned about Nib. But what kills me about it is that Nibiru is so easy to play around and doesn't weaken your board overall. That why would it? It begs the question of just why wouldn't you just play around it? You know? Why wouldn't you just play around Nib if you can and it doesn't weaken your board by all that much, if at all, and you have the option? And he's not even making that much stronger of a board without it, because he didn't make a 4 material detonator. What's he planning on making a... No, he's not planning on making anything else. So yeah, he played into Nibiru. Okay, he's not done yet. He's using plugin to get Banshee back for some reason, I guess. I don't know. This guy's board confuses me. That's either an imperm or... oh, hello, Fiendsmith in Paradise. You're like one of 3 anti-spell fragrance? Wow, aren't you a dick? And yeah, I lose this. There's no universe in which I actually win this. So he didn't actually make any stronger of a board than he could have made by playing around Nib, and played into Nib hard as fuck. Like, okay, yes, he still won. That doesn't mean he was playing well. Oh, hello, Nibiru. You would have been really nice to have in my hand last game. And this hand is just garbage. Going first. Oh, okay. I guess he just didn't want to deal with it. Did he think I was playing Blue Eyes? Maybe he thought I was playing Blue Eyes. Because Blue Eyes can put up a much stronger board off of just one of the Primite cards than Fiendsmith can. Okay, this is pretty good. Ominous? Question mark? No, he wouldn't be able to activate that there. Engraver. Data Engraver. Shuffle Lurry. Okay, do you have Nib? You do not have Nib. I suspect you don't have anything else either. But just to be on the safe side, let me go ahead and activate this. Tracked in my hand. And that'll be my turn. Rescue Ace. Been a while since I played against Rescue Ace. Typhon? Well, alrighty then. This just got more fun. I'm guessing he's returning my High King Caesar. Yeah, he is. Makes sense. Guessing he's going to, yeah, he's going to look at my hand to take away something. Honestly, there's no real good options for him to take. I think Ash Blossom would be, yeah, Ash Blossom would be his best option there. But even Ash Blossom kind of sucks. Okay, so one of those is Rescue. If I remember right. Because that's what he grabbed, right? Yeah, Rescue. Yeah, he can reborn one of his Rescue Ace monsters. Okay, let's cycle through Fiendsmith again. Emergency, okay. I'm guessing he wants to steal one of my monsters. Because that's why he wants Hydrant. Hydrant gives his Rescue Ace cards an extra effect. Yeah, he wants to special summon one of my monsters. Okay, he's trying to take Lurie. He's trying to take Lurie away. Because I guess he thinks that'll stop me somehow? I mean, it won't. But he's free to think that. Does he have a Bestial in his hand? If he's got a Bestial in his hand, then I'm actually kind of screwed. Okay, no, it's not. But he does get to special summon a Rescue Ace. You get to face down defense position. Okay. That's why he wanted to do that. Okay, this is actually a little irritating now. Okay, he gets to draw. Use this to get back Lacrima, although Lacrima's effect isn't going to do anything. Because all of my Fiendsmith is in the grave. Like, the only thing that I would send to be sending to the grave would be my third copy of Tract. Normal summon Nibiru. Not a play that you typically see. No, you do not get to do that. I'm going to assume that whatever he drew, it's dead. Karibo? Okay. You going into SP? He's going into SP. Yep. Presumably he's going to banish my Lacrima? No, he's banishing Nibiru. I'm surprised. Okay, so whatever he drew... Okay, one of those is a bluff. Okay, he's got an imperm. Okay. But now his SP is gone, so I'm free to Fiendsmith to my heart's content. idea, what he should have done, like, he probably should have just impermed, honestly. Called by, okay. I can't use Typhon's effect, but it's still a big giant body. And it turns off his whatchamacallit, I forget what the name is, but it's the boss monster of the Rescue Ace archetype. And it has 3k attack and defense. Promethean Princess. Interesting. Since he got rid of his thing, I guess I'll go ahead and do this. For giggles. He's link climbing into something. I don't know what. Okay, Rescue Ace Preventer. Naturally. Salomon Great Raging Phoenix, okay. Yeah, he's going for game here. World Sea Dragon, okay. So far, this is still falling under the heading of annoying but tolerable. Oh, he might have game after all. Yeah, he's actually got game here. GG, dude. Yeah, GG. Congrats. Yeah, just enough to stop my Fiendsmith recursion from running him over. Okay. 2 disruption. I wonder if this is that really stupid Blue Eyes pile deck that I've run into like 5 or 6 times. Because he's running a 60-card deck. There are only 3... like 3 or 4... Okay... You understand that Fuala, that it's your turn, right? Is he trying to bait me into using my Ash Blossom? Is he trying to see if I have an Ash Blossom? That's just weird. Hey Judge, can I get a slow play warning over here? All of that and you put 1 card face down. Oh, 2 cards face down. 3 cards face down. Well, we got a badass over here. So, one of those is probably an Imperm. Ooh, called by. That's useful. Let's see if I can bait something. Okay, not an Imperm. Just go ahead and go for the Magnemite. Go into Moon for Fiendsmith plays. I have an active Drill Beam, or whatever he, whatever his face downs are. Cycle Moon. Raver out. He doesn't have a nib. Go into sequence here. into Desiree. No, we'll even go full Agnum Day. No, I don't want to use that, actually. Max C. So he had nothing. Activate sequence to make Desiree untargetable and make it even stronger. Set these two face down. And we end. And I'll add a Bestial Rebellion. I didn't activate Lordly Load, and I really probably should have. But I don't need Dippity on the field to trigger Drill Beam because I've got Ether Barrel in my hand. And I've got 5 face-up card negate with Desiree. What do you know? It is that really stupid fucking Blue Eyes pile that I've run into a couple of times. Yucky. Watch this be like a dark hole or something. Hey, look at that, it's a dark hole. It's like I've played against people that use this deck and I know how they think. Oh goody, I drew my hard drew branded regained. That's gonna make this even more fun. I could go into Fiendsmith again here, but honestly I don't feel the need to, so I'm just gonna... Especially since I have game, I actually did not realize that. I wasn't paying attention to his life points, I was thinking more about my cards and resources. But still. GG. Yeah, that is an awful, awful deck that guy is playing. Oh dear god, it's even worse than I thought it was. What the fuck even is this? Night Assassin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I might Imperial Dragon? Why do you have 3 Chaos Max, bro? Like, holy shit. It's got a morphing jar in here, too. 2 copies of Blue Eyes. Okay, this just looks like somebody that either pulled really lucky when the Blue Eyes pack was going on, or just crafted a whole bunch of cards that he thought was good, thought were good, and just kind of slapped them together. I have no idea what this dude... Advanced Ritual Art? Gateway to Chaos? Like, what? He's got a Magia in here too, I'm not surprised. Fusion Armament? Okay, so I made a joke that this was probably that 60 card Blue Eyes pile that I've been running into every so often. This is not that deck. To be perfectly clear, this is not the deck that I was referring to. This is a completely different Blue Eyes pile that is something. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop looking at that. I'm gonna put my deck list up, and while the break is going, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. Also gotta refill my water. That could easily be good, but expecting too much out of a Blue Eyes player. I mean, there are good Blue Eyes players. They do exist. Sadly, a good chunk of them play it for anime nostalgia rather than what the deck actually does, which isn't a bad thing. It's okay to play a deck just because of anime nostalgia. That's why I still have a Dark Magician deck. But you have to come to terms with the fact that there are just some cards you cannot play. There are just some cards you cannot play in those archetypes. Okay, water. Let's keep going. Maybe this time I'll actually get into tier 1. I've been in this spot like 3 times. Oh, this guy's got the spring forest. Cool. Okay. 3 interruption, not bad. Oh, but it's not enough against this. This is not gonna be enough. Not against branded. Okay, this isn't going to negate the effect. I want Druid's Worm on the field regardless. It does turn off my imperm, but the more important negate here is Ash for his branded fusion. And Bestial. Yeah, it's gonna get to cycle that and draw a card. At this point, he probably... at this point, he knows I have Ash Blossom. And he knows I'm holding it for Branded Fusion. Because that's what you do against Branded. You hold Ash Blossom for Branded Fusion. And if you can't do that, you throw Max C at them and hope that they don't have Ash Blossom. Branded Opening. And that's his turn. Okay. Steve Baldrake. So he's got at least one Bestial in his hand. Which is not good news for me. Unless I can force him to trigger it a little early. Yeah, there it is. Now, unfortunately, I do still want to... I do still have to go into battle phase. I can't go into Fiendsmith yet, because Baldrake can just ruin my day. So I have to get rid of Baldrake. Before I can get in and go into Fiendsmith. Let's see. Six. Okay, so yeah, this has got to go. this can go. Take one Despia monster from hand. Tyrion is special summon and defense. I'm okay with using Ash Blossom here now, since I have Drill Beam. And since he's already used that one effect of Branded Regained, I'm going to banish his Bestial. Oh, he's got another Bestial! Yes! I knew it! I could feel it! Okay, main phase 2. Does he have yet another Bestial in his hand? I would be very sad if he has another Bestial in his hand. He's got something he can activate. And it is probably a Bestial. Yep, he's got another Bestial. But you know what? I'm okay with that too. That can go. Yeah, he gets to send a Bestial. Okay, he sent his Rebellion. Does he have another? Oh no, it's the thing. So he can resummon a Bestial. Okay, that's fine. I was about to say, does he have another Bestial in his hand? God damn it! I was about to be so angry. Go ahead and send Engraver. He definitely doesn't have Nib, so I can go ahead and freely use this effect to get rid of one of his cards. Get rid of that one. I feel like Lacrima is the better play here. I am gonna go ahead and go Desiree. I'll even go all the way into Agnum Day. That. That can go away. And then since it's main phase 2, I'll go ahead and bring back Desiree. That. What did he use to make? Was a light and a dark. Okay, so both of those effects are active. And affected by monster effects. Okay, so, and it's targeting Dippity, so this needs to trigger. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Imperm. Okay, go ahead. Branded Fusion, there it is. Yeah, it sucks to have the one spell that you really need to play and know that you can't play it because the moment you do... Yep, and he scoops. Good game though, that was fun. Nice little back and forth. I kind of want to save that. Just for funsies. Does he have Super Poly? I assume he does. I'll check his deck after this one. I assume he has Super Poly in the deck, but he didn't have it in his hand and couldn't search for it. This hand fucking sucks. Wait, what is he playing? Saphira. Oh, Voiceless Voice. I have no idea how to play against this deck. I do not run into this deck often enough to know anything about how to play against it. Yeah, right? I'll go ahead and Ash Blossom this, I guess. Yeah, he gets negated. I should have used Ash earlier. Yeah, I don't play against this deck hardly ever, so... Of course, honestly, with this hand, I don't think I had a shot at winning no matter what deck I was going up against, unless my opponent bricked as well. Because literally my only play is Tracked, and my only interruption was Ash. Okay, well now I have an extra play. I'm sure he's got an Imperm here. Oh, okay. Okay, what does it do? Chivalrous. Destroy both the card and... Okay, so he's got a destruction. Okay. It's a pop. Yeah. And that's it. GG, dude. Yeah, I drew garbage and should have ashed earlier, but I don't play against that deck. Let me see. This guy was the one... yeah. He does run a Super Poly. He does run Super Poly. So he just didn't draw it, and/or he just didn't draw it, couldn't search for it, didn't have any options. So the only thing he could search for was Branded Fusion, and it wasn't going to do anything because I had Desiree. Yeah, one Super Poly is weird. So is the one of Ghost Ogre and Droll. I mean, joke's on you, buddy. I don't have any fucking plays. Like, my turn is just going to be set to pass. Allure! Gee, I wonder what deck he's playing! Yeah, Maxi, do you have an Ash Blossom? You have a Called By, okay. I was really rather hoping for the Ash Blossom so I could hit it with a Called By, but... eh. Banish Dormouse. I'll try to interrupt his play just enough. Okay, that's a thing to dodge the trap. Dodge Imperm. It's one of his traps. Okay, there's GWC, so that's MTP. I'll use Imperm on this one because it's already been revived. So if he triggers the trap to dodge the Imperm, he loses the body regardless. Okay, Lingaribo. Little late to be going into that, but sure. See, this is the only one that hasn't been revived yet. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and nib him here. So he can activate, he can dodge this, yeah, TB11? Oh, that's, okay. Okay, can I please draw one of my, like, 15 starters here? That is not one of my 15 starters in there. I suppose I could normal summon this and go into Moon. Yeah, that's kind of my only play here. Normal summon Moon. That is almost certainly an Imperm. No, it's a Called By. That is so much worse. Yeah, it was a gamble. It was a gamble. Bit of a greedy play, but eh. Honestly, I could have made that a lot safer by going into battle phase first, killing the token, and then trying for Moon. I feel like I just lose here now. Because he doesn't actually need all that much. And yeah, that's it. He's got game on board. Ugh. I'm gonna end up D-ranking immediately after getting into tier 1. Although, that one I don't mind losing so much, because that one was 100% my fault. Like, if I lose because I brick, I get annoyed, because there wasn't anything I could have done otherwise. If I lose because I misplayed or got countered, I don't mind, because that is entirely on me. Branded regained. Take this. Ash Blossom. How rude. They might regret using that Ash Blossom when they realize I have Maxi in hand, though. Unless they have another way of dealing with it, which they probably do. Let's find out. Got Veiler, I've got Maxi. He also has nothing. Okay, are we just in a Metapod staring contest? Is that what's happening now? True Light. It's a Blue Eyes player. Do I want to go ahead and burn this? Yeah, I kind of do. Both to see if he's got something that can stop it, which he doesn't, and to get a extra draw. So he hard drew one of his Blue Eyes. Okay, so this one's an imperm. No. Primite Scream? Who plays that? Wow, that's actually funny. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I can't go into, I unfortunately can't go into Requiem again, because you can only special summon Requiem once per turn. So that kinda sucks. I might hold on, just hold on to this. Yeah, I think I'll just hold on to this. Poke at him for the vibes. Are you just gonna go straight into battle phase? You are gonna go straight into battle phase. Okay. Do you not understand how branded regained works? Okay, Blue Eyes Jet. Ah, you're returning that to him, bouncing that back to my hand. Okay. I do understand how it works. Okay, now he's gonna get wishes, I guess. Yep, wishes. I've got Ash, so I don't care. Now he's going for Tyrant. That's not good. Oh, he's just drawing. Never mind. Phew! I don't care if he wants to draw, actually. I genuinely do not care if he wants to draw here. Okay, now I kind of care. I've got an Effect Veiler to stop him from getting Drill Beam. So that's fine. He's gonna get another Blue Eyes out. He's using that to go into Spirit, and he's gonna get his Mausoleum and all that nonsense. Or not? Does he have Mausoleum in hand? Apparently he does. Heretic Seal, that is annoying. Okay, so my ideal top decks here are one of my Primite cards, an Imperm, like that. I have to get rid of the heavenly seals. The heavenly spheres. So I needed something to bait that out. Because otherwise he's just going to bounce my Lurry and I can't do shit. Okay, Magmamud, he gets to search a dragon. I don't care. Go ahead and just place that back on the field. I could Typhon here, but if I do Typhon, it'll be at the end of my turn. I forget, does this has a graveyard effect, doesn't it? Primite Scream? During your standby phase. Okay, it's only during his standby phase. So the only thing that's lighting up for him is True Light. Which would just be getting his blue eyes, I guess? He could also have a Nibiru. He sent one to the grave. He could run two. Hey there, bunny. Okay, he's getting the spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes, so he's going to be getting, probably Majesty. It's either going to be Majesty or Wishes for next turn follow-up. It's Majesty, okay. Majesty I'm not worried about because he can't activate it. So he's not going to be able to do anything about what I've got. Let's send that away. Or alternatively, bait out his Neo Blue Eyes. Wait, that also destroys? Fuck. Okay, let's get a card draw. I forgot that also destroys. I should have targeted the Bestial. Maxi. And since he's special summoned, I get to bring out my Druid's Worm. So I might be able to salvage this. Activate this. Send this to the graveyard this time. Bring out Desiree. Summon Agnunde. Turn that. Send that to the graveyard. Activate this. I believe I've got my specs and stuff in the description underneath the Twitch stream. If not, it's the AT2020 USB. Okay, he's gonna reset his trap. And let me take a close look at... Need to scroll back through it. There we go. Equal number of cards your opponent controls. So I will have to negate that when he activates it. Go ahead and shotgun Max C, because I got nothing to lose at this point. Yeah, I play a bunch of different things. So, the target for my negate has to be Majesty. And then I have to hope that he has nothing else that can get rid of my sequence. Low-key kind of hope that he tries to pop Desiree now. Yes, thank you. Now I can negate all of those things at the same time. So, I'm going to be able to negate all of these. I'll negate this too. Okay, he's got 2 copies of Drill Beam, which is fine. Because he can only use one of them at a time. He's going to be able to resolve wishes, which sucks, but nothing I can really do about that now. I want to banish his Blue Eyes Jet, because I don't want that coming back. Okay, he's going to be able to get a light tuner, so he's probably going to go for Effect Veiler. He could go for Maiden, but I think it's better... Oh, okay. He is gonna go for Maiden. I personally would think it'd be better to go for Maiden, but... Okay, Roar has been used. This is the reason why I didn't want to banish his Blue Eyes, because I figured he might have Roar, or access to it, and he'd just be able to get it back. Roar can also get back Jet Dragon, but only if he has a Blue Eyes already on the field. I can go ahead and Ash that. You don't get a power boost. Xyz summoning something? Indigo Eyes. That's troubling. This is unfortunate because this is targetable now. Oh, Fiendsmith in Paradise. How I wish I had you in my field. I can still win this, but it's gonna be really fucking rough. He doesn't have gain yet. Now he's got game. Well, no, he doesn't. Okay. This is a fun back and forth. I might save this replay too. And that's Drill Beam. These are both Drill Beam, by the way, both of those cards. And those are both Drill Beam, and they're both dead because he doesn't have a normal monster. Now, unfortunately, I can't get rid of both of his blue eyes. So his drill beam is going to be live here. But I've got plenty of other things for him to think about vis-a-vis drill beam. Now he has to drill beam this because he cannot let me get access to Fiendsmith. Or not Fiendsmith, he cannot let me get access to drill beam. And that's his last interruption. So now... set these two. Battle phase, sack this, trigger it, rid of that. Phase 2, activate this. Dippity out. This is kind of a shitty play, but I'm kind of banking on him doing something that I can trigger Ash Blossom with and not being able to kill me. He probably will kill me this turn, though. Because I didn't top deck any of my Fiendsmith starters. And he's got an extra drill beam that is live. Lies Spirit. Is he going full Crimson Dragon? He might be going full Crimson Dragon. Yeah, he's definitely going full Crimson Dragon. Yeah, so he's gonna summon out another spirit with this one. If I remember right, he's got another Prime Ether Barrel in his hand, so the Drill Beam is still alive. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, let's find out. If I were to do anything, this would be the one to do it. Oh, well, he's got... Never mind, he's got Ultimate Spirit as an Omni-Negate. What the fuck am I thinking? He doesn't need Drill Beam to be live. He's got Ultimate Spirit. Wow, really, dude? You could have had game just by destroying this. Oh, and you ran out of time! You ran out of time! Oh no! Oh, how sad for you! Yeah, no lie, that dude had that game in the bag. He absolutely had that game won. The time limit is what killed him. I feel like that was why he didn't just destroy my Necroquip, because if he had destroyed my Necroquip there, he would have had game on board at that point. Because that was the only reason I wasn't conceding, was because he couldn't get them both get over my Necroquip and kill me. So he had to activate the second, the second Lordly load, so he could get a prime. So his drill beams were both dead. He didn't have another Ether Barrel in hand. I thought he did. He needed to activate that second Lordly load so that he could get a Primite card in his hand, so he could activate his drill beam, so he could get rid of my Necroquip, because he didn't get rid of it with Stardust Seafer. That's unfortunate. He dicked around just a little too much. And see, this is a much more standard Blue Eyes deck. The only thing that's really weird here is I kinda don't like the Ultimate Fusion, and I kinda don't like the Indigo Eyes. Like, granted, the Indigo Eyes was the only out he possibly had to my Fiendsmith Desiree. This was the reason he was able to deal with Fiendsmith Desiree. If he did not have this, he was not getting over Desiree. No, it's not bad. Like, I disagree with some of his ratios, but it's not bad. Because he had, and again, he had that game won. He just dicked around. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. What the fuck is this? My guy. I'm looking at all of this other shit and talking about the ratios. This motherfucker is playing 3 Blue Eyes. This dude actually thinks he's Kaiba. Yeah, I didn't notice that either until I happened to look up there and saw it. Yo. Brother. Don't do that. Don't. There's literally only ever one reason to play 3 Blue Eyes, and that reason does not exist in Master Duel yet. Well, okay. I should clarify. There are 2 reasons to play 3 Blue Eyes in Master Duel. One of them doesn't exist in Master Duel yet. The other is just, I guess, the digital equivalent of T-posing, cosplaying Kaiba. Bro is scared of losing Blue Eyes to Bystials. I mean, maybe. Everybody is running Bystials. I can't think of a single deck outside of Ryzeal, I think, that isn't running Bystials in some capacity, and some Ryzeal lists I see running Bystials regardless. Yeah, he's got some weird ratios going on, but this is closer to an actual. This is certainly closer to an actual Blue Eyes deck, an actual good Blue Eyes deck than the 60 card pile that I came across earlier. I'm still kind of impressed that he ran Primite Scream. Which, I mean, if you're playing Blue Eyes Primite and you don't want to use, what the hell is it? Solemn Warning, I think is what it's called. If you don't feel like... it's one of the Solemns that specifically negates summons. So yeah, if you're running Blue Eyes and you got an extra space for whatever reason, and you don't feel like running Solemn Warning but think it's a cool card, you can go with this. Yeah. The Droplet can go, the Scream can go for more imperms because they're just more useful. Or if you really wanted to keep the Scream, you could drop the Neo Kaiser for an extra imperm and keep the Scream. He's also only running 1 Called By and 2 Ash. But anyway, I think that is good for a stream tonight. Tomorrow, will still be children's card games, but it's not gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! I am actually gonna be playing MTG Arena tomorrow, because I've been kind of beating around the bush about playing that on stream. 2 Drill Beam is probably why there's 3 Blue Eyes. I feel like the 2 Drill Beam is more just there for the mirror. Just dealing with the Primite mirror. Because then if your Drill Beam gets Drill Beamed, you still have access to Drill Beam. That was the primary reason that I had 2 Drill Beams in my Blue Eyes deck when Blue Eyes was like the most popular deck on the ladder. But anyway, I've been beating around the bush about streaming MTG Arena. Tomorrow, I think I'm actually going to play it on stream. I've been playing it off stream. It's fun. Like, Magic is fun in general, and I've been enjoying it. Just haven't played it on stream yet. So that'll be tomorrow. Gonna be going through trying to unlock all of the structure decks. before, and if I do manage to get all the structure decks unlocked, then I'll I'll probably just build an easy red deck wins deck or some shit like that and hop on the ladder for a bit. But for now, I'm gonna hop off and chill out with Missy for the rest of the night. She's got the right idea. She's already curled up and sleeping in her chair. She's relaxed. And once again, here's deck list if you're interested. It's not really that crazy of a deck list. It's pretty much bog standard Fiendsmith. Nothing special there, but that's what I was running. So that is all for tonight. Thank you for everyone that dropped by, followed. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a good one.